time we talk about religious strife, because the world is filled with various religions and cultures. With these differences, though, comes the potential for disagreements, or in worst cases, even extreme violence. Religion is a central factor in the lives of many people all over the globe. It is one of the ways in which people learn about the world and develop their values and culture. This is also achieved through the family, the schooling, and the state. But the biggest factor, though, for people is religion. But as we all know, not everything can be so hunky-dory, as you can see. Throughout the semester, I took a look how some of these religious groups clashed all over the globe. Some were of internal conflict, regional. Some were issues against other minority groups. And many were against other religions entirely. A pattern did arise, though, when looking through these articles. First and foremost, much of this strife was caused by extremist Muslim groups, such as ISIS in the Middle East and Al-Shabaab in Africa. ISIS caused issues in the Iraqi and Afghani areas. In Iraq, they destroyed the Nimrud archaeological ruins filled with priceless monuments from the ancient Iraqi history. They destroyed them because they considered it idolatrous, idol worship. Many claim, though, it was a cleansing of the ancient background of non-Muslims. They were looking to destroy all sign that Islam didn't exist at one point. In Afghanistan, the Shia had actually formed a tenuous relationship with their old Sunni enemies in fear of ISIS and the death and destruction that could possibly come. With Al-Shabaab in northern Kenya, you have the repeated attacks against Christians, such as with the 147 Christian students who died in the assault on this university. Note, though, that these attacks were not just against Christians. It's just against Christians. The Muslim students were given the free chance to leave. And this is one of a series of many attempts on the lives of Christians in Kenya. With these attacks, though, they cause division not just amongst themselves and non-Muslim groups, but against non-extremist Muslim minorities who under these laws would perish. Many people, such as the Kurds in Iraq, would not be seen as part of the religious majority and would suffer a painful death. On the non-extremist side, you have more regional strife, such as that in Yemen between the north and south, vying over power. Or in Israel, between the Israelis and the Palestinians, where the Prime Minister Netanyahu promised that if re-elected, which he was, there would not be a Palestinian state so long as he was running things. Religious strife can be eased with the mending of certain issues. By these religious groups distancing themselves from others under their umbrella term of like Muslim, Christian, or other religions, it can create an us versus them mentality that can escalate way too quickly. By lowering the amount of us versus them thinking, you lower the amount of issues that can arise. Muslims of Shia or Sunni might actually see themselves as all just Muslims. Maybe even all as just people. By people focusing on the similarities between their distinct groups, rather than the differences, you can thus have peace, and peace is good.